Hey there, Chris. So here's a quick video of some of the things that we have that have been having some issues with. I'm going to show you the going into the Wii U. This voice guy. I'd like to get that guy kill off the voice guy there, so it's not talking every time we stop on a game. And this guy, see, so the Breath of the Wild starts up, and it goes directly to this. You must perform a system update to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And that happens, and then I pretty much get stuck. And I can't, I just press X on the controller, and it just jumps back out. Or I press B on the controller, and it just is closed, and it goes right back to the main menu. Actually, it doesn't even go back to the menu. I gotta press the number 3 button or escape to get back out. And then I have this CMU thing here, and then I gotta close this thing out. So something's going on where it's not allowing me to play the game. And so these other games, let's try another game just to see what's going on. Maybe it's just the Wii U emulator. I don't know. I don't think this one's working either. This one just froze. So there's a couple things going on that are messed up. I'm gonna press Test Manager to get out of this. But yeah, so some of these games are a little crazy.
All right. Choose another game if you like.
Loading complete.
Okay, so this one looks like it's going to turn on and do something. All right. And again, some of these games they start out and they start good and then they just die off, man. They just don't work. So we're trying to. This actually looks good. Looks like it's going to run fast. That's good. I'm going to jump back onto this game.
Exit system.
Jumping out of the Wii U. I'm gonna go to the Nintendo Switch. I know the Xbox 360, I had a couple issues with that guy too. Some of the games, like Halo and a couple others, they just freeze up. Now, so I'm gonna go into this one, the Japan.
Okay, choose a Nintendo
Jumping
Switch
into this,
game from the wheel.
and the wheel obviously is there, but
so
I'm jumping into a game here. Bingo.
Show him how it's done.
So we have the game starting up. There we go. So it's starting up. Has a cut. I'm just gonna find myself. Oh my gosh. There we go. New game. Yeah, so okay, so here we're starting up here. So what's cool is that we could do a couple things here. One thing I've been noticing is that I'm not getting full screen right off the bat. I have to use the mouse when when available or when I can, to open up full screen on this guy. So I need to get this guy to get set up to full screen. And I've been noticing like some of the games have been going into like this black screen too. And we're running Yuzu 249, so we actually got it set up there. So I'm gonna jump back out of this
Hope
guy.
you enjoyed that one.
I gotta kill off that dude's voice.
Robbie X Lady
So
Putt-
anyway,
Portal
it jumps into Nintendo Switch, Japan. It jumps into
Perhaps loading Nintendo Switchware.
into
The Legend
the
of Zelda Link's Awakening.
oh my goodness.
The Legend of Evil. The Legend of the
So we're-
the
so-
Legend. All right.
So it jumped into the
Show them
system.
how it's done.
We're starting up Link's Awakening, and
Loading complete.
this one works, but it goes to a black screen, so it doesn't really work. You can hear the sounds in the background. I'm just gonna jump back out of this
Choose
game.
another game, if you like. The Legend of Evil. The Legend of Zelda
So-
Link's Awakening.
We're gonna jump back out, and then we're gonna go to Nintendo Switch. So once we jump into Nintendo Switch,
If you Nintendo Switch will select
it
it.
goes directly to a black screen. So it's not finding it. I think it's Rocket Launcher not finding it, or something that's not finding a directory. But I have no error screen, no anything to really work off of. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this fella. If you have any ideas, any kind of advice or whatever you could help out with, let me know. So there's that. The only way to jump out of this is if I go to Task Manager and kill off Hyperspin
As you wish.
and jump straight out. So we have that, and I think I showed you the other stuff. So yeah, so that's primarily what I need to do is run Yuzu with Hyperspin. Trying to figure out how to connect Yuzu with Hyperspin and vice versa. So I'm gonna open up Yuzu and open up this guy, the Cemu, kind of give you an idea. For some reason, I'm not able to mess around with these guys. So what I did is I updated this fella, checked for updates. There's no updates available. But before, what I did have, I was able to run Breath of the Wild a little faster. The version here was at 280, and now it's version 0. I have no idea why it's at 2.0. So it actually went away. The other version that I had was a little bit higher, so it ran a little faster. There are a couple others like Call of Duty Black Ops. That's all blacked out or read it out, and that version's pretty high there. So a lot of these have a pretty high version in them. But either way, wanted to show you that. And again, that's Cemu. That's not the other stuff we were talking about back here. Just waiting for this guy to load up here. So yeah, they have the one thing I had to do here was go to emulation, configure. I had to change the Vulkan to OpenGL down here because we're using NVIDIA cards instead of the AMD cards. And the graphics here, you see that says OpenGL. So if you have any changes I gotta make, just let me know, man. There's a couple things here and there, tools. I know there was a file system here that I noticed that was not right for some reason. Why wasn't this one? Like there was something missing there. No, that's not either. There was a file here that asked user folder. No, there was something somewhere. No, that was definitely not it. I don't even know where the heck it was. There was something here that didn't allow me, and it needed to find a path or something. But there was the path is messed up or something, or there was no nothing in the path. It showed something about installed nano titles or NAND titles or something. But yeah, so the games are here. These are all the Nintendo Switch games. And what I'm going to do is go to Legend of Zelda. So the other Legend of Zelda we tried was for the Wii U. And this guy is going to be for the actual Nintendo Switch. So it works great for the Nintendo Switch. It turns on, doesn't work great, but everything moves. You have good lighting, very sharp, very clear. I think that's our downfall there. We have the Super Mario Odyssey. We got that thing to work pretty good. Still a bit slow. It's a little laggy, but I mean, again, software and all that stuff. It's all something else. So I'm gonna find this Legend of Zelda. There you go, Breath of the Wild. So this fella is running fairly slow. We're only getting about 9 to 11 frames per second at its fastest, and about 7 normally. Running around 4 to 7, it's getting pretty laggy. Lags quite a bit. There you go. So I'm gonna jump in. You could notice in the sound that it's lagging. You see it, frames per second. I'm getting about 21 frames per second here. And then it goes down to 7, 16, 13. And again, there's no action or anything going on right now. It's just black and white screen pretty much. But I've been noticing that with the version 249 and the CMU version 18.2, you can actually run it pretty fast. But this guy is running pretty slow. And I understand, again, it's a Nintendo Switch, but the Wii U, we need to get that thing rocking. This guy, I need to see if we could update this guy, make it run a little bit faster. Even if it runs a little bit faster, just to be able to run it on the wheel. So I guess this is kind of like the homework, man, to see what we can do to have it. See if we could come in and touch up on some stuff. I'm going to download TeamViewer and set it up here so we could do this. But yeah, so this guy. You see it running. You see the frame rate is only 5 FPS, frames per second. 6 frames per second. And he's running around here, so he's only running 6, maybe 7 tops. There are some places where you get about 9 to 11, but usually it's only about 6 or so. It's about 5 right now. So anyway, any help with that would be awesome, man. Yeah, and just let me know. I know I did do my updates. I came here to the maintenance, and I went to Yuzu and did my update to kind of see where we're at with that guy. And it shows that I'm already as updated as I possibly can be, so that's good. I also updated the CMU file, and that shows us it's updated as well. But I needed to update that the Breath of the Wild, so there's some problem there with that. So for the Wii U, so maybe you could help out with that. Let me know when we could team viewer and I can set it all up. Thanks for watching. Thanks.